Alright. This time for real. So, welcome over to this Dawn of Djinn adventure. When we last left off, we started clearing out the ultimate mines, so good news for anyone joining in, you only have to see, like, 3 of the repetitive living statue fights, instead of 4, or we're seeing one less than usual. Though, just the flex, the little creativity I was able to get away with, re-showing this little bit of foreshadowing that able just in the bookshelves. Again, for anyone new coming in, bookshelves are your friend in Dawn of Djinn, and you should really check them out. Since this game doesn't have dialogue, the bookshelves not only have new things to say, it may be your one key to actually understanding some new mechanics in the adventure. And I think like this is one of yeah, I showed this off way before Dawn of Djinn was even made in the first place. I'm way more proud of that stupid little joke than I should be. All that said though, I believe I ended off. Did I at least heal? I did not. So I literally ended the stream after fighting that first statue. Which means I probably still have to check out all the weapons and armor shops to see if there's anything good we can pick up along the way. Oh, I didn't realize that we could actually start buying nuts this soon. Double checking the artifacts. These can all sit here for now. I will come back for that water of life eventually. But it would be kind of redundant to sell it off and not to come and pick it up later. And I probably bought more nuts than I need to, but this is going to be our best healing item that we can buy from a shop for the rest of the game, so it's not like it's going to go obsolete. I did try to make sure, not to mention that like with secondary effects of reality and stuff like that, I tried my best to make sure that all items had purpose, even when we got better HP healing items that would normally replace them. Oh, these are bad with it here. And we can show off our new Djinn charm that we got from the last living statue. So it's basically, it's not quite an AoE speed drop. Vine still has purpose because of that, but it's a wider range speed drop that also does damage, so I think I went on this tangent in the last one, but you now definitely have plenty of different ways to drop speed. Because we got weapons not too long ago that had unleashes that drop, or like gave us access to the synergy to lower enemy speeds, and etc, etc. Oh yeah, speaking of dumb things that I'm way more proud of than I probably should be, this is a new enemy, and yes, I did name it that. Ooh, that's a bit more damage than I remembered them doing. Then again, they're new enemies, so they probably have their attack loaded, so they can be devastating for more than just one dungeon. If I remember right, they can appear in groups, and they have similar abilities to the enemies that they look similar to. So that's a little alarming. Especially the concept of having a bit wider of a setup. That much is alarming. A lot of times I didn't get too crazy about status boosting until the boss fights. Okay. Oh shoot, you know what? This would have been a perfect opportunity to show off the Djinn charm we got for Isaac. If it was for the fact that freaking Isaac was the one that fell asleep to that. unfortunate. Although I'm starting to realize that maybe it's not the enemies that are the reason that I'm getting hurt so badly. Maybe it's because I'm getting greedy and not using my Jinnies more. Or more so the fact that I'm holding onto all these summons and instead of having the Jinnies be set. So let's get everyone who's not already set. And we'll play around as is. But oh boy, the ability to use Wish can't come soon enough. Yeah, if you haven't caught on, these are pretty much ice equivalents to the rock soldiers and all that. I believe they're even weak to fire instead of water, but it has been a hot minute, so don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly. You know what, this would... Oh, I still have been holding on to this for all this time. Yeah, they resist water, which means they're gonna be weak to fire. Like, I did not know how to do stats to actually adjust the status tables when making dungeons, so what I ended up doing was I basically reworked enemies that already existed that had the weakness and resistance that I want into that. Like, I believe the stalagmites in particular were originally the squids? I also tried... Oh, I completely forgot that the mids have their own unleash. So much I remember to talk about all at the same time. So yeah, I kind of tried to work... But then I decided to have bats in here anyways. No, that's what... The jellyfish that normally appeared in here, I turned into stalagmites. It's kind of subtle, so I'm not sure if anyone really notices it. But I tried to match the enemy themings, the enemy's encounters to more so fit the environment than original Golden Sun did, because minus the fact that this place isn't completely flooded, it didn't really make too much sense that the Cuddles, which I believe they were originally called, those jellyfish enemies, were in here. Then again, I guess that was enough reason in and of itself. But it's more so that I didn't try to make more sense, as much as when making new enemies, I try to make sure that they actually fit the theme of the area. I think I do recall there being some other areas that I do feel like I improved the theming of encounters, if only a little bit. You know what? Let's see if I can get the stalagmites to trigger their special gimmick. Because we haven't seen it yet. If you've played this game and seen Stone Soldiers and that, you probably already know the gimmick I'm alluding to, but wouldn't it be nice to actually show it off? Oh, we're actually seeing it. That's Shatter. Yeah, the Stone Soldiers blow up, and these guys do too. I believe it's even water elemental base, compared to the blasts of the original Stone Soldiers. So yeah, that is the biggest reason why those guys are kind of scary. I raised my resistance right before taking that hit. Imagine how much damage that would have done if we didn't do that. Alright, let me see if I can... maybe I should spice up these battles by swapping my Jinnies around for each one. So I think this is a similar set that I had to the first water statue. Let's mess around. Give everyone a little bit different, something a little different going into this fight. So you got the statue here, and you still got the aqua vessel. I don't think we ever actually got to fully see everything the aqua vessel can do, and I'm not sure if I want to wait around to see that in action. The reason it's infrequent is to give the player plenty of time to put these things out of commission one way or another before they can do the whole gimmick. And I also never showed off why Mia has Heart Trainer. It's actually tied to her equipment, which I'll show off in 1 second. Or I guess I'll have to show it off outside the battle, but equipment actually gives you the ability to use this move, like Synergy. It's kind of in a similar way to the Djinn charms work, but without as much flair. So give Isaac a little more Synergy to work around with. Also, I changed the whole planetary line. I'm forgetting the first form. One, like, I can't... This is basically just Plan Driver. But I'm not sure if I should spoil it quite yet. What I'm trying to say is, in terms of damage, it's the same thing as Planet Diver. I just changed the name around because, slight spoilers, all the attacking synergies have like a family, and as we get more Djinns and can increase our class, that move will get stronger. Kind of like in a similar vein of how it works in Lost Age. I guess I'll use Flint, that way I can just summon next turn. Don't see a reason not to. Let's get you to sleep again. I like it when you're asleep. Plus, Isaac's kind of running out of synergy and options for me to do anything else. Actually... How about you do the summon? Yeah, you have the Wind Djinn, so you can do that. You can heal. And just so I can get a tiny bit of synergy back. So that didn't work. If that continues not to work, maybe we'll actually get to see some more of the Aqua Vessel's abilities, to my dismay as a player. Like that. So I mean, yeah, alternatively, if you don't trust sleeping, I guess abilities that steal synergy would also be good against this guy. Like, surely I have at least one weapon that does that, right? Alright. I guess Shiver just to get a little attack drop. Are you gonna go back to sleep? You are not gonna go back to sleep. At least that worked. And at least I prevented that from happening. Self-apply is an ability I kind of made because when trying to give enemies the ability to apply, and with how many more enemies like pair up in Dawn of Djinn, a lot of times all I really wanted was the enemy to actually use Ply on itself, but with the way the Golden Sun AI would work, it would always like try to use Ply on itself, often when it was the party member that the enemy that least needed to be healed. So that is kind of just like a fail-safe. Alright. Give me a little bit of that synergy back, I kind of need it. Okay, at least the statue's out of the picture. And at least it's kinda helpless with the synergy sealed. So that's 2 points for Jack K, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, let's just attack and conserve our synergy a little bit. You know, I've been hoarding these Djinns ready to be summoned for way too long. Oh, but I changed that. Maybe I'm being a little too overzealous, because maybe I should have healed. The only thing it could really do to hurt me is Water Blessing. Yeah, we're fine.